Hi everybody, my name is Rachael, and today we're going to be doing a stretch and balance exercise. So to start, we're just going to start with some side steps. This is really about getting our heart rate up and then stretching out those muscles and getting some balance exercises in as well. Just starting with some side steps. Hands can be on our hips or down by our side. Now we're going to move into jumping jacks. So we can do full range of motion jumping jack. Hands up as our feet come apart. Very good. Or we can do step jumping jacks. Just keeping those arms moving though. Getting the heart rate up here. Awesome work, everybody. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Now we're just going to do some small arm circles. Really big arm circles, but slow. Going forward. Very good. Moving into smaller arm circles. And back into bigger arm circles. Awesome work. Now we're going to go backwards. So bring your hands all the way up. Big backwards arm circles. You can also do one at a time. Awesome. And then smaller arm circles backwards. Very good. Couple more seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to start with leg raises. So starting with one side, we're going to start with our right side first. We're going to raise our leg all the way up and back down. And back up and down. You can also put our arms out for more balance or on our hips. You can also put it up all the way above us. Awesome work, whatever you feel is most comfortable, slow and controlled movements here. Awesome. We're gonna do 2 more this side. 1, 2, awesome. Now we're gonna move to the left side. Awesome work. Again, hands can be out in front of us, to the side, whatever we think. Can also bring our foot all the way down to the ground to catch our balance again. Sometimes we get off balance here. Awesome work. And 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now starting with our left side here, we're going to bring our leg out laterally again and bring it all the way past midline across. So left leg's going to come out, coming in front of the right leg. We're going to bring it across and up and down and back up to the left, across midline and back up. This is really good balance exercise. Very good. Try to keep our hips square. Very good. Remembering to breathe here. Awesome work, everybody. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna switch legs and we're gonna do it with the other leg. The right leg's gonna come all the way out, going across midline, to the left, and back up. Awesome work. Very good, everybody. Keeping an eye on that balance. A good way is to pick a point on the wall or on the ground or somewhere that's not moving, because when we tend to look at stuff that is moving, it makes us move as well. Very good. All right, now we're gonna move into tree pose. This is something fun that I like to do in yoga, especially is bringing the right foot up into the thigh or to a shin or just right against the ground at the ankle, but avoiding that knee joint. So you can bring it up, hands can be on our hips, can also bring them all the way up to grow our branches. And this is a good balance exercise. We're gonna hold it here for a couple seconds. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. And now we're gonna switch sides. Woo. Growing our branches again, bringing that foot to our thigh, shin or ankle. Very good. Finding that point on the wall or the ground to make sure we are steady. And 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now we're going to come down to the ground and we're going to start. Let me get my timer. All right. So we're going to come down to the ground. We're going to start on our side. So we're going to start on our side. Legs can be all the way extended or bent, and we're going to open up and close. Very good. Getting into those abductors and adductors. Some work. Really getting a good stretch. Awesome, and switch. So we're gonna turn, having our right leg on the ground, left leg up. And on both sides. We can also have our legs fully extended, lifting all the way up. And 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now we're going to lay on our back. So we're going to bring our knees all the way up, like this. And we're going to have hands down by our side. And we're going to lift all the way up into leg raises. Awesome. And down. Slow and controlled movements here. Really contracting once we get to the top, having a straight angle, bring our hips all the way up. Awesome work. This leads us into our next movement, where we're going to have our hips completely raised, extending one leg, and then bringing that leg down. So we're going to be extended, bring that leg up, and then back down, touching, and back up. And switch. So now we're going to switch to the left side. So that leg, hip's going to come all the way up, left leg extended, bringing it up and back down. Up and down, and switching. Hips up, right leg up, all the way up and down, and up and down, keeping our hips raised. So that's where we're gonna really contract the core here. And up with the hips, left leg extended, left leg comes up, back down, keeping those hips raised, up and bend. Coming back down, hips raised, right leg extended, up, all the way back down, up. Awesome work. All right, now we're going to move into plank here. So plank, really good extent for contracting the core. So we're gonna have our body in line, so we don't want our hips drop too low or too high. We can do it on our knees, really contracting that core. We We can also move up to the balls of our feet. Awesome work. We're gonna hold this here. Very good. Now for a little bit more balance here, make sure our back is straight, pushing up through those arms, contracting the core. Lift one leg up and hold it. Very good. And switch. Awesome work here. And just holding plank again. Awesome work. Can really shake out, roll our head back. We can get a sip of water here. Awesome. So now we're going to go back into plank pose, and we're going to do side plank. So we're going to have our forearm on the ground, hips up. We're going to be on one side. So we're going to hold this here. Hand can be out or make a fist. Keeping those hips up. You can also bring that leg up for more difficulty. Or we can bring our arm all the way up, keeping our body in a straight line. This is side plank. We'll hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Ooh, that one's a tough one. All right. So now we're going to come to the other side, having our right forearm on the ground. We can also have one leg up. Our left leg can be all the way up, and our right leg can be bent on the ground for a side plank as well, but make sure our hips stay elevated. Or we can come all the way out like this. Bring our hand up. Awesome work, everybody. We're gonna hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those hips down. Great work. So now we're going to do a chest expansion, opening up our body in plank. So this is also great for the core. So we're gonna start in plank again. So we're gonna come all the way up, keeping our body straight. Very good, everybody. And we're gonna tilt forward so our shoulders are over our wrist. Bring our right arm up, twisting those hips. So we are all the way up, coming back down, twisting to the side. Making sure this isn't just one fluid movement, but it's up, then twisting the hips, contracting the core, down, slow and controlled movements, really making sure we get a good core workout here. Awesome work, everybody. Keep it up. Definitely move at your own pace here. Remember to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Awesome work. We'll do 3 more each side. 2. Last one this side. Awesome work. Shake your arms out, roll your shoulders back. Catch your breath a little. I know those are difficult ones for sure. You can grab a drink of water here. Make sure you're giving yourself plenty of rest. Awesome work. Now we're going to move into a calf stretch. So again, we're going to be on our hands, really getting those wrists a good workout here. So back in plank position. This time you can lift your hips up a little bit, having an angle in your body. And we're going to bring our right foot behind our left ankle, and we're gonna bring that heel to the ground. So just a slight stretch to mild discomfort, getting a good stretch here. Don't want to push ourselves too hard here, but getting a good calf stretch here. We can let off a little, pushing our heel up and back down. Very good. Now we're gonna switch to our right foot, so bring our left foot behind our right ankle, bringing it down to the ground. Awesome work, everybody. Really getting a good calf stretch in here. Just holding it here. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome work, everybody. All right, now we're gonna come onto our back into a figure 4. We're gonna come onto our back. We're gonna bring our we're gonna have our knees bent, bring our right ankle to our left knee. Here is also a good hip flexor stretch. We can push our knee out just a little bit. Feel a good stretch here. Very good. Now we're gonna bring our right hand between our 2 thighs, lifting our left leg up and grasping behind our left thigh, bringing our knees to our left knee to a 90-degree angle, pressing those toes flexed and pulling just a little bit to your chest. We keep our head up here, or we can have it down relaxed on the ground, really pulling that leg towards us. Should feel a good stretch here in figure 4. Keeping both toes flexed again. Awesome work. Holding it here for a couple more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. And releasing. Now we're going to switch sides. So left ankle is going to be on our right knee. Again, we can just push our left knee out a little bit, aligning those hips. Breathing in and out here, focusing on our breath. Very good. Slowing that heart rate down. Awesome. Now we're going to reach our left hand between our 2 thighs, grasping behind that right thigh and pulling towards us. Remembering to keep those legs or those feet flexed. Having our ankle at a 90-degree, our right knee at a 90-degree, and our right hip at a 90-degree angle. So 90, 90, 90. Great work. Should feel that good stretch here, everybody. Awesome. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. All right, so now we're going to extend our legs out completely in front of us. Take a deep breath here. Breathe all the way out. We're going to lift our hands all the way up. Big breath in, rising up, extending that core, lifting our shoulders up. Our biceps should be by our ears, and big breath in. And exhale, forward fold, reaching for our toes. Reach for our toes or our ankles and shins as far as we can go to slight to mild discomfort on the back of our legs here. Leaning forward, hinging at the hips. Really bringing that chest forward is more important than how far we can really reach here. Awesome. Great work, everybody. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Rolling our shoulders back as we come up. Now we're going to bring our right foot to the inside of our left thigh, and we're going to reach our left hand out to our ankle. Bring our right hand up and over for a side stretch and a forward stretch as well. Holding it here. Awesome work, everybody. Holding that stretch. Loosening up our muscles. Very good. And 3, 2, 1, and back out. Now we're gonna switch, bring our right leg extended and our left foot to the inside of our right thigh. Bring our right hand out. Our forearm can be against our leg here. Reaching our left hand over our head to touch our toes on the other side. Getting a good side stretch. You can close our eyes here and just breathe into this stretch. Remember to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Listening to our body and what is most comfortable here. And holding it here for a couple more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Now we're gonna move into butterfly. So we're gonna bring our feet together. We can bring our heels closer to our body here. Bring our hands underneath our feet, leaning forward. Should feel a good stretch in our groin. We can also bring our hands to our ankles, elbows out to our knees, leaning forward and dropping our knees down. Just breathing here. Very good. And holding it. And bringing it back up. Releasing that stretch on those muscles. And back down. Awesome work here. Now we're gonna move into child's pose here. So we're gonna bring our toes together behind us, knees extended out wide, and we're gonna sit back into our heels. And then we're gonna bring our hands forward. And we're really gonna extend through our fingertip. Bring our forehead to the ground and pushing back our hips into our heels. Just breathing here, getting a good stretch here. Dropping our stomach down to the ground and our chest to the ground, extending those arms straight in front of us. Awesome. Holding it here for a couple more seconds. And roll out our forehead on the floor to give ourselves a good massage. Release some of that tension in our forehead. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we're going to come up into tabletop position. And with our right hand, we're going to bring it all the way up, extending all the way up, making a straight line with our hands straight out. And then we're going to bring our right arm through between our left arm and our left knee, dropping our shoulder to the ground, threading the needle. Bring our left arm straight in front of us, but really dropping that shoulder to the ground. Holding it here. For 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Coming back into tabletop position. Awesome. Now we're going to switch arms. So we're going to bring our left arm all the way up. Very good. And bringing it between our right arm and our right knee, dropping our shoulder to the ground. And extend that right hand. Doing a good stretch in here. And coming back out into tabletop position. Awesome work. So we're gonna extend our legs forward. We're gonna drop our bellies to the ground here. Hands out in front of us. We're gonna bring our arms up to our shoulders by our side as if we were gonna push up into a plank. We're gonna drop our head all the way down, belly on the ground. We're gonna push up through our biceps, through our shoulders into Cobra Pose, really flexing that lower back, pushing up and dropping it down. And give yourselves a little break here. And pushing back up into Cobra Pose. Awesome. We can also extend our arms all the way up and really get a good back stretch here, getting a good chest stretch. This is a little more of a strain on our lower back though, so be cautious when exercising and doing this one. Holding it for a couple more seconds, and 3, 2, 1. Coming back onto tabletop. We're just gonna move through some cat-cows here. So we're gonna inhale, rounding our back, pushing up through our shoulders. This is cat. And then we're gonna breathe out, dropping our chest all the way, or our stomach all the way down, lifting our chest, looking at the ceiling, raising our hips into cow. We're just gonna move through our breath. Inhale to cat. Exhale, cow. We're just gonna move through this a couple times. We'll do one more cat and cow. Awesome work. Now we're gonna stand all the way up and we're gonna move into a side stretch. So we're gonna have, hands can either be on our hips or we can bring them out in front of us. Bring our hands all the way up to this. Bringing our hands all the way up, pointer fingers in front of us. Bring our hands all the way up, biceps by our ears. We're gonna inhale, elongate, and side stretch to the left. Holding it here, and back. Inhale to the right. And back. Inhale to the left. And to the right. Awesome work. Now we're gonna drop that right arm, bring our left hand to our hip, dropping our right arm, bringing our heel and our foot into that right palm, and we're gonna pull it all the way up, and we're gonna have a good quad stretch here. Awesome work, holding it in 3, 2, 1. Bring it slow and control the movement down. Right hand on our hip, left hand comes down. Bringing that foot into the palm of our right hand. Getting a good stretch in here. Awesome, holding it here. For 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna go move into a tricep stretch. So bringing our left hand, we're gonna bring it all the way up, bending our elbow so it's behind our head, and then we're gonna bring our right hand behind, pulling our elbow down, bring our hand on our back. Remembering to breathe here. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to switch, bring our right elbow behind us, grasping it with our left hand, pulling it down and back. And 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do a across the body stretch. So we're going to bring our right hand across, making a T, Bring our left hand up, holding it and pulling it across our chest. Very good. Can add just some side steps here. Just a little bit of movement while we're stretching, swinging back and forth. Awesome. In 3, 2, 1, switch. Awesome. In 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring our hands either at our neck or behind our head, and we're just going to bring our elbows out to the side and bringing them back. Getting a good chest stretch in here. We can hold it here for a couple seconds and then bring it forward, relaxing those muscles, getting a good stretch here. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring our hands down beside us. We're just going to rock our neck side to side, rolling our shoulders back, and breathing in, closing our eyes, and taking 3 deep breaths. And that is it for today. Thank you so much.